All right, good evening, guys, or good morning, actually. Sorry about that. Good morning, and Bitcoin is looking like it's starting to dump. So we're going to go ahead and try to catch the bottom of this sucker. Look at the potential on where are we going to be going here. Let's see. Get all my notifications sent out. Make this all happen. If you're in the chat, go ahead and let me know you're here. If you have any questions, like always, let me know, and we will dive into it. Facebook has been notified. Discord is out. And Twitter is out. All right, awesome, guys. So let's go ahead and take off my cover and we'll dive on into it. All right, there we are, guys. So let's go ahead and dive in. Bitcoin is starting to dump, guys. It's happening right now as we talk. So lots going on in the market. All right, let's see. Get my notifications up on my phone so I can see everybody's comments. Yeah, look at this, guys. It is starting to really drop. All right. So yeah, we are starting to get some serious action here. Bitcoin is dropping to the downside. Nothing too crazy yet. We don't really have the volume profile that's really showing us that's going to have a sustained drop. I've listed out some levels that I'm interested in on the short term. Let's go ahead and clear these charts out so we can really observe what's going on here. This one is I think this one's out of date at this point. Let's go to these levels. Still significant. This one I would say is no longer significant. 4 hour. All right, I think this is still significant right here. Still like this level right here. All right, awesome. So if this is your first time ever catching or being involved in a dump on Bitcoin, it happens quite often, specifically recently. All right, we've had lots and lots of dumps on Bitcoin lately. However, the main thing we're looking at is that we're still inside of a major range. So don't think this is like the dump. Make that very clear, okay? Let's see. How are we doing? Let's see how the alts are doing. So a little bit different video than normal. Most of the time it's more structured. I have like ways of doing things and all that good stuff. However, whenever Bitcoin is just dumping during the video starting, then we're going to have to focus on specifically what's happening with the alt market. So right now, as you can see, Bitcoin dominance is increasing. That means that alts are taking one hell of a hit right now relative to the rest of the market, or to Bitcoin at least. So our alts are taking a hit, not too significant right now. Let's go back on to EOS. That's the one I'm really looking as my litmus test right now, seeing how EOS BTC is doing. Okay, so it is rejecting. And I'll talk about this once we start stabilizing out on Bitcoin, why I do like EOS a lot right now. As long as we hold up decently on the Bitcoin pairing, I think we're going to have some serious upside on EOS. Specifically that one. All right, so our first level of interest is coming up soon, which is this right here. It's an hourly level. Yeah, this hourly level is really interesting to me. Let's go ahead and zoom out, see if we can get any daily levels established. Nothing on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. I like this level right here. Yeah, I like that a lot. So this, I think, is our prime target for this dump. If we fall through, I think this right here will be our primary area I'm looking for a retracement. Let's get the Fibonacci ratios going, see if we have anything significant on there. I've already hit that. Let's do a more low time frame Fibonacci level. Let's see how we're doing here on the Fib ratios. Fib ratio right now, we're coming into the golden pocket. All right, awesome. So that may mean we have a lot of... that coincides really well with this level. So you guys see how I took the entire retracement right here from the very bottom from the very bottom up to the top here, and I made a Fibonacci retracement chart. And as you guys see, the 0.618 to 0.65, this is the golden pocket. This is the region where you would expect some sort of bullish reaction off of. We haven't hit there yet, but it coincides really well with our major level of interest, which is this hourly chart. So go to the hourly, you guys can see. This level right here basically coincides exactly with the 0.618 Fibonacci region. So because of that, I actually have quite a bit of confidence that we are going to bounce here and reverse the upside. So that might be all we get in this dump, honestly. So we have a lot of confluence already. Where's our 4 hour? Okay, we haven't reached it yet. 4 hour 200, we haven't hit 15. Okay. So anytime you have a major dump like this, or not even that major, anytime you have a major show of weakness, and it is a major show of weakness because you have this line extended out, it's come onto, and it's obviously broken down from it. Furthermore, we did have this trend line established last night. We broke down from that. We fell through. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of bearishness in this particular structure right here. So, but this could very easily just be a retest of this structure before another move to the upside. It's very, very possible, guys. So don't think like oh God, the market's ending, we're crashing, the end of the earth. No, not at all. All right. One thing at a time. We'll see how we're looking at here. So, all right, let's go ahead and dive into EOS. I'm going to talk about this chart, about why I am super, super bullish on this chart. We're going to go to the log line, and you guys see how we have this log right here. Where does this come from? Well, this level is actually extremely significant, okay? Like an extreme level of significance. So if you go to like the 3-day, makes it pretty obvious. You have a tap here, come up here. We got above it. We went below it. However, we're consolidating around it. However, on the lower time frame, we haven't really interacted with this level in quite a while. And you guys can see the low time frame interaction here. We bounced from it, came back down, bounced again, got below it, rejected, got it back above, bounced back below, and we haven't touched this level since around 30 days. And a couple days ago, we came up here and tested it, rejected, and we just got our first 4-hour close above that level in a long time. So could this be the major retest before a pop to the upside? Absolutely. Okay, this is very, very possible at this point. So I do want to see some sort of bullish reaction off of here. I have this alert triggered just while I was sleeping. If maybe we got hit while I was asleep, we obviously didn't. However, I woke up and I saw this and I was like, oh, okay, cool, because we had this break to the upside. All right, pretty solid break, decent volume, and now we're coming down here to retest it. So yeah, I like it. Overall, EOS BTC looks really, really, really great right now. I think it's extremely significant level. And yeah, like we could see a major, major pump on EOS very shortly. So what I'm waiting for right now is I need to make sure Bitcoin's not going to completely, utterly collapse right now, and that EOS has the opportunity to pump. Because if EOS just does collapse, or I'm sorry, if Bitcoin does just utterly collapse, EOS probably won't have the opportunity to stabilize enough to get that rounded retest and then continue up. So this is the structure on the BTC pairing. If you go to like the hourly chart, it's more apparent for you guys. So this level right here is a major resistance block. It is. However, you guys can see we've tested it once, tested it twice, tested it 3 times, and now we're sort of coming in with like sort of bull flag thing, waiting to hopefully pop the upside. So EOS looks really, really good right now, and I am super, super bullish in this chart. I really am. Where is this level coming from? Oh, okay, I see. Log chart, take off the log maybe. Yeah, you guys can see how significant. So we also bust up above this trend line as well. So US dollar pairing looks good, even though we do have this major level, which I believe is a weekly. It is. We have a weekly breaker right here, and on the daily, we have this daily breaker. So those are my 2 key levels I'm looking for. We also have the 200 moving average right here. So don't get me wrong. Although EOS looks really, really good on the BTC pairing, the US dollar pairing has a lot of work to do. Getting above this 200 moving average would be a massive, massive sign of strength. And that's when I think if we do get above this blue line right here, the 200 moving average, I think we're going to accelerate very rapidly on EOS. So EOS does have a tendency of just completely exploding. Let's see, EOS. Oh, those older charts, no way. Pretty sure there's older charts than that. There we go. So yes, EOS has a tendency of just completely launching itself parabolically. All right, so right now it looks like, there's a lot of resistance, but if you zoom in, you can see like how insignificant this is right now. So yes, EOS is a tendency of just completely exploding. So don't get too caught up in the low time frame, and always remember where we're at on the high time frame. So it does have a tendency of just popping to the upside, and there are a lot of bullish things happening about the EOS chart. There really, really is. Let's go to log chart. See if I can find anything else on here. That's interesting. I wonder if I was curious at this point, trying to see what's going on here. No. All right, never mind. I guess not. It's one of those things where I saw some sort of like a trend line established maybe, but it actually is not. So, all right, never mind. It's not. All right, cool. I'm going to get rid of this chart. Let's go back to Bitcoin, see how we're doing. Are we holding up? The answer is yes. Yes, we are actually. We are holding up. That's nice. So, yeah, Bitcoin's still holding up fine. I think we're going to stabilize here for at least a little bit. So while it's stabilizing, I'm going to talk to you guys about why I am so bullish on Bitcoin. And I am, all right, make that very clear. I am super, super bullish on Bitcoin. There's a lot of really, really good things happening here that I don't think enough traders are talking about, either intentionally or not. I think they're too caught up in the low time frame stuff, and they're not zooming out and looking at everything that's going on here. Because on the high time frame, this chart still is bullish, okay? It is. There's no doubt about it. I would argue with someone as long as possible about this fact that I think we do have a lot of potential to go here. And not just like the fundamental, like super perma bull sort of style of like a lot of other traders. No, like legitimately, this chart looks healthy, okay? It looks healthy. It doesn't look great, but I do think it looks good enough to have a damn solid case as to why the bottom is in. I don't think we are going to go below 28,923 on this chart, okay? I don't think it's going to happen. I really, really don't. There's a lot of really bullish things happening here. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to show you guys why I am so bullish in this chart. Yeah, and I'll keep monitoring this. Okay, cool. All right. I'm going to keep monitoring this, and I'm going to also check out EOS. So obviously, there's a lot of momentum happening here, but there is a lot of really good things happening about the Bitcoin chart. So, all right, I think I'm pretty stable. I think it's stable. I guess an alert maybe. How about this? If Bitcoin starts to move in either direction, or EOS moves in a serious direction, let me know, okay? Someone in the chat, give me a holler, big, oh God, a crash is happening or a pump is happening, okay? However, if no one messages me, I'm going to assume we're still good, and I'm going to talk about Bitcoin as to why I'm so bullish on it, okay? So let's go ahead and dive in. Go to the US dollar pairing, go to Bitcoin, and we're going to go to the daily. Let's go to the daily chart, okay? Let's do a fresh chart. Yeah, we'll do this chart. Looks pretty fresh. All right, awesome. So this is the Bitcoin chart, right? I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm trying to clean it all up, make it nice and easy for us. So the first thing to take notice of is that this is still a range. Okay, this is a range. There's no doubt about it. This is a range. All right. I don't think you can make an argument otherwise. So you have the drop, you have the increase. So this is the top side of the range. And then for the bottom side is obviously going to be way down yonder. Wait, what is this? Bybit? Oh, man, I don't want to use Bybit. I guess I can for the high time frame. I think it's fine. All right. So you have this range that's been established. You guys can see how well it's interacted with it. Let's see. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I'm not gonna adjust too much from what we have right here. All right, so you guys can see how we have this range established, and everything is still inside this range. There's all this extra movement, all the crazy freaking out we've had over the last, weeks or whatever. This is all based upon movement that has happened inside of this range. So between 29,000 and 42,000, this is just consolidation. You have to remember that. So this drop right here today is this. Okay, the only drop was like what, 2-3%. That's it. All right, it's not much, guys. Or no, it's less than that. I think only like a 1% drop, I believe. I'm not very good at math, so no, it was a 3% drop. So 3% drop today. Okay, not that big of a deal. It really isn't. Okay, because like for instance, from here to here, like from here to here, this was a 48% drop. You guys see that? Like this is a 48% drop. So a 3% drop, and people are freaking out because we have been consolidating for so long. We forget what it's like to actually have a volatile market that has a lot of movement in every direction. Okay, because we don't have that right now. We have a very symmetrical ranging chart. So it's a lot of boredom. People, any sort of movement that happens on these charts, people freak the hell out. And so this range still does exist. Now, if you extend this range to the other side as well, you see something pretty cool. Oh, let me do this actually. Do a horizontal instead. Okay, horizontal and horizontal. You'll see something pretty interesting. This range is this range as well. Okay. Oh, wasn't intentional. There we are. All right, so this range is the same range as over here. You guys see this? So we had this massive pump to the outside, pump to the upside. This was some movement outside the range. We fell right back into. We found support where? At this range. All right, guys. So it's very safe to assume this is just one massive deviation from the larger range. Okay, so that means that this was just an extra pump. And if you guys remember what this pump was, this was the Tesla buying Bitcoin pump. Okay, that's exactly what this is. Tesla announced they were going to buy Bitcoin, so we pumped outside the range, consolidated, retest the top of it, came back up here, test the top side of the range again, fell back in. Okay, so it's not that unsafe to say that this is just a massive deviation from this larger range. Raven, oh, I got you, brother. I'll talk about Raven. I haven't looked at it in a while, honestly. But yeah, we can definitely look at it. As you know, I look at high time frames, so I'm sure my bias hasn't changed too much in the chart, but I will definitely dive in and let you know how it's doing. All right, awesome. So, deviation from the range. That's all this is, okay? This works out way too well to be anything but that. All right, so let's go on the low time frame. Over here, what areas have been tested on the range? Well, we have obviously the range was established here. The only time that we came in here and deviated from the range again was right here. Okay, and when we tested this area, although it's not very apparent on this chart, go to another chart like this. You can see that's massive volume when we came below this wick, and this was a massive. This is a massive buyback signal, and whenever it did buy back. Let's just go and establish that real quick. You guys see how it dropped in, but we didn't even get a single 4-hour close inside of it. Did we even get an hour close? Yeah, we did. We get an hour close, but we didn't even get a single 4-hour close underneath the range. That's how aggressive the buyback was. And then what happened? It came back up and it retested the range once again. You guys see that? Okay. This is a very, very healthy market structure for any sort of range. So this is a clear deviation with a strong buyback, which means that there was a lot of bullish momentum whenever it did come in there. This is a lot of absorption of all this Bitcoin being sold in this range. Oh, look at that. We're already popping back to the upside. Awesome. Let's see if we're going to hold this up. We haven't totally touched my buy level yet, so maybe. We'll see. All right. However, so yeah, this looks like it's just a massive deviation from this range. And I don't know. I don't know if any of you guys were around when this was actually happening, but I was calling for this level for a long time. And the reason why I was calling for that level is because this is the yearly open. You guys see this? This is the yearly open. That's why I was so confident that we were going to come down here and test the yearly open and bump the upside. So this created something called a swing failure pattern, because this is the bottom, came down here, busted below, tapped all that liquidity, activated all those stop losses. Anyone who went into a short position got absolutely wrecked on this, okay? So the whales pushed that price right back up, and we retest and continue the upside. That's all very, very healthy, okay? So this looks really, really good, all right? So if we've tested the bottom side of the range, what's the most reasonable thing to happen? Well, now our next reasonable assumption is we're going to test the top side of the range. That's usually how it goes. You test the bottom, the top, the bottom. Now we want to see if we can test the top. All right, so that's one of the reasons why I'm so damn bullish on Bitcoin. Now the second one, a little bit different. Bear with me on this. I promise you it's worth it. Okay, I promise you. Do not go anywhere on this. This is going to really blow your mind and get you super, super excited about Bitcoin as a whole, or at least the Bitcoin chart. And this is like the most important thing you can know about Bitcoin and why it is so bullish. All right, bullish divergence, images. Let me find the one I use. Awesome. Okay, I don't know what your guys' experience is with trading, okay? However, there's something called a divergence, and what that means is you have a bullish and a bearish divergence. Let's go to this website, pull it up, big chart, awesome. Okay, so a bullish divergence is when the price is going down, but the indicators are going up. What that means is although the price keeps dropping, the strength of these drops actually is decreasing. Okay, that means that there's what's called seller exhaustion. That means although they're pushing it down, they're not able to push it down as hard. So whenever you have lower price and a higher indicator, this is a bullish divergence. And the exact opposite also exists. So when you have a higher price, but the indicator is dropping, what that means is that we are having lower intensity of each one of these increases. So whenever you do have a higher price and lower indicators, that's actually a bearish indicator, okay? And this is for volume as well as RSI. RSI is the really easy one because it's very simple to try to calculate. Volume is more of like I'll show you in a second. So either way, so let's talk about the bearish divergence. I'm going to show you guys a really, really cool example that is going to blow your mind. So this is Bitcoin, okay? The weekly chart. What we're going to do is we're going to place a horizontal line on each one of these, on each line, each of the tops. Now, when I say the top, I mean the top close, not the wicks. The reason why, RSI is calculated by each one of the candle closes. So that's a candle close. This candle close. Okay, you see how it's a higher high. Another higher high right here. Another candle close. Another higher high. Candle close. All the other ones are below this weekly close. So this is all the higher highs. Now we're going to go down here and see where each one of the higher highs corresponds with the RSI. Make it look really big. And let's go ahead and annotate it. So that's 1. Drop this down. That's 2. Drop this down. That's 3. And drop this down. And that's 4. Okay, you guys see that? So each one of these is a higher high in price. However, the indicator is showing each one was a lower high in RSI. Go back over here. Higher high in price, lower high in each one of the RSIs. This means there was a weekly bearish divergence times 4. There are 4 different bearish divergences on the weekly chart on Bitcoin. Well, as we know, what happened whenever this played out? Well, we had a 40% drop. I mean, even, yeah, if you say 40% drop, 40%, yeah, around 40% drop. Okay, so weekly bearish divergence, very powerful, massive drop, right? And we see this, it's very apparent on here, right? So now we're going to do the exact same thing, however, with the most recent price action. Oops, let's go back over here. Let's see if I can do that. All right, awesome. So that is the most recent price action, or that's the weekly chart. Now let's go to the daily chart, and I'm going to show you what's been going on with Bitcoin for the last little while. Okay, and we're doing the exact same thing except in reverse. Instead of annotating all of the highs, we're actually going to annotate all of the lows, okay? All the lowest closes. So first one right here, right there, you see it. This is our lowest, this is our low. Was this a low? No, but this one's a low. So we're going to annotate that as a low. Another low right here. Another low right here. Another low right here. And once again, another low right here. Although it's close, that is still a lower low. So by definition of our divergence, this is still a lower low in price. Do we all agree on this? Does that make sense? Okay, awesome. So now we're going to do the exact same thing we did before, and we're going to annotate all the corresponding RSI levels. So right there. Okay, next lower low, right there. 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 Next lower low, right here. And that's all the lower lows we have so far, right? However, look at this, guys. We have lower lows on each of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 lower lows. However, each one of these lower lows had their corresponding RSIs as what? Higher lows. Each one of these. I'm going to adjust this to make it very clear to you guys. Okay, that one's close, but yes, is it still a lower low or a higher low? Yes, it is. Is this bullish divergence valid? Absolutely. And we saw what happens on a bearish divergence on Bitcoin on the weekly chart. So what do you think is going to happen, or when we have 4 bearish divergences on Bitcoin, and now we have 6 bullish divergences on Bitcoin? What do you think is going to happen? Okay, well, it's called a bullish divergence for a reason. That means that all the sellers are losing strength. That means each one of these dips is actually has less strength than the previous one. Guys, like this is incredibly important right here, and I do not understand why people are not talking about this more. Okay, so bullish divergences are all very, very apparent on the Bitcoin daily chart, and I'm like, this is incredibly obvious to people. I don't understand why they're not really accepting this as a valid thing. So it is what it is. So yeah, bullish divergences are very apparent all over the place on Bitcoin. So like, I am in zero interest at all on shorting or selling this market at all. Okay, there's too much built up pressure. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all this crap, and then we're gonna go to our next reason why I think Bitcoin is super, super bullish. Okay, and I have a lot, guys. Like, make this very clear. There are a lot of really, really good reasons as to why Bitcoin is so damn bearish or bullish. My bad. All right. So now I'm going to get rid of the RSI for now. We're going to go over something else, okay? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it really is really, really cool. Like I'm telling you guys, like, I'm not one of those like maximalists where Bitcoin's going to go up forever because of the fundamentals and stuff. I'm showing you guys on a chart as to why, like, using only the indicators that are provided to you, why this thing is so incredibly bullish. And if you don't believe me, like, check it yourself, guys. All right. So the next thing we're going to go over is called funding rates, okay? So funding rates. And essentially what this means is how, let me fix this. Let's go on doing the auto crap. I don't want that. All right. So we're on the funding rates. And, okay, cool. So what we're looking for now is whenever this is above 0, that means that longs are basically paying extra money to keep their longs open, because that means there's not that much. You have shorts and long positions, right? Whenever you have an excess amount of longs, it's going to be on the top side. When you have an excess amount of shorts, it's on the bottom side. Okay, so you see that, right? So like over here, we have a ton of longs. Why were there a ton of longs? Because it was going up in price. That makes sense, right? Ton of longs are open. However, over here, you guys can see there's a ton of shorts open. Why? Because we have some bullish or bearishness in the market. Absolutely, you guys can see this. So whenever this price is dropping very harshly over here, you guys can see a ton of shorts were in the market. Got it. However, I'm going to show you guys something that's going to blow your freaking mind. I'm going to turn the log chart on to make it really, really clear. I'm trying to make it easier to see without getting all messed up. This should be good right here. Perfect. All right. Perfect. Just like that. So I'm going to get on my highlighter tool, and I'm going to show you guys the next cool thing about it. We're going to annotate all the points, like the major points where Bitcoin was super bearish on this market, okay? All the points where there was just a ton of funding, like negative funding, okay? Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right here, right. No, that's not right. I'm sorry, my bad on that. Control Z, there it is. Okay, right here, and right here. Okay, so now we're gonna go and check out the price. Now we're gonna check out the price of what was going on while this was all happening, right? So we're gonna go over here. Okay, that's the first one. That's the second one. That's the third one. That's the fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one. All right, awesome. And of course, currently. Okay, look at the funding rates. Okay, this is where all the negative funding has been happening, right? What happens in the price? Yes, it was low, right? However, whenever the negative funding rates was going on, this was the best time to buy Bitcoin. This is the best time. When the funding rates are negative, this is the best time, right? It popped the upside. 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 Okay, so why in the hell would you be interested in shorting the market and expecting it to go down whenever we once again have negative funding rates across the board in this consolidation? Oh, this is not supposed to be there. Okay, but you guys see this, right? Every single time we've had negative funding rates, Bitcoin has popped to the upside. It's insane to me for people to be shorting the market right now when we still have negative funding rates, okay? This is bullish. There's no way to look at this, all right? Like, this is a bullish indicator. So I'm super, super bullish at this level, okay? All right, let's go ahead and dive in. I know we do have some movement on here. Let's see how we're doing. I'm going to go to the log auto. All right, cool. We are still dropping further. I didn't expect it to because we haven't really hit our levels yet. However, we are hitting our level right now. Awesome. Let's pull this back up again. Right here. We are currently right around the... Oh, turn this off. There we go. There we are. We are currently in the golden pocket right now, okay? Guys, we are currently in the golden pocket right now. So, golden pocket retracement right now as we speak. I'm going to put it on Twitter real quick. Okay, there we go. We're in the golden pocket. I just annotated it, right? In the golden pocket, we've tapped it. We're starting to pop the upside, okay? Let's see what happens. What does that level signify? So essentially the Fibonacci tool, Fibonacci golden pocket. Okay. Fibonacci and golden ratio. Come over here to Investopedia or any of this stuff. You can really, really dive into it. But essentially, the important thing is that Fibonacci retracements are a very important level or Fibonacci retracements are important levels that price tends to basically bounce or retrace down into or will go up into, okay? And so the golden pocket is the number one area where you would like to see a price retrace into. This is like a hidden support level that is across the board very, very important, okay? So for instance, I'm going to show you an example real quick. If you go back over here, which one is this? Bitstamp? Okay, perfect. All right, you have this massive level right here, massive level down here, right? We're going to go ahead and do a Fibonacci retracement of this entire structure, okay? Make sense? Massive Fibonacci retracement this entire structure, right? Where does the price bounce into? What was this? Get rid of it. Golden pocket, okay? Give you an idea of how significant this crap is, all right? Like the top, the local top, the local bottom, push it up. This retraces at the golden pocket. Okay. There's a ton of examples out there, but that's just one to give you an immediate understanding of how significant this level is. Okay. It's an invisible level. It doesn't really mean anything. There's no significant support at this level. It's just that the golden pocket is the area where you have the highest likelihood of any sort of retracement. Okay. And as of right now, it looks like we've actually started to bounce a little bit from the golden pocket region. Let's see. A little bit. So does it mean it's going to here? No, it doesn't. All right. Like, and just to give you an idea, guys, like, you guys see how much I'm noticing this dump right now, right? It's not significant to me because the high time frame still looks so incredibly well that I don't even care what happens at this level. Unless we bust down below here, this entire movement right here is completely irrelevant to me. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It's just not significant enough. All right, let's go ahead and dive into EOS. See how we're doing on this chart. BTC pairing, EOS. Not as great as we were looking earlier. I will definitely say that. And it looks to me like this is probably a trend line. No, I guess it's not. No, never mind. I guess it's not. All right, cool. It looks, if anything, it actually looks like it's more parabolic. Let me go to a, what am I looking at? Curve. Yeah, a little bit curved, not much. So it's definitely like that. So I don't know. All right, you said ETC. Sure, I'll look at it. Let's see how ETC is doing. Ooh, it's not a good drop. I'm gonna get rid of this funding ratios. I'm gonna go and pull up my RSI. Oof, gross. All right, so high time frame still looks fine. I love ETC high time frame. I really do. I really do like this chart a lot. You guys, it's very easy to play because you have a very clear impulsive structure to the upside. You guys can see this right here, and you have a very solid retracement to the downside. Okay, the level that it bounced off of, I believe, is a weekly or a monthly. I think it's a monthly. Yes, came down here to the monthly, tapped this level, and it's holding really, really well. So, I think it still looks fine. We even have, so like the high volume on the increase is what you're looking for, and you definitely have it. And the only level of volume spike we've had over here is the increase and break of this trend line. And we're still above the trend line, which is great. Yeah, look at that. On a log chart, you can see how it's hugging it more, but it's still hugging this level. I don't like it when the price is hugging it. I'd rather it basically round and keep going up. However, I think it still looks healthy. I'm still fine with it. Let's go to the US dollar pairing. Log. Yeah, it's still like a consolidation structure, guys. Like this is a weekly breaker. You guys can see here. Came down here. We have high volume on the increase, and we have low volume on the decrease. This looks healthy. Oh, Roger, I follow HBAR really, really well. That's my third largest holding, actually. So, actually, my second largest holding. My top holdings are XRP, HBAR, then EOS. So, yes, I know all about HBAR. I love it. I love that coin a lot. Let's go into Raven. You did mention that, and I don't want to forget that one. So let's go ahead and dive in. So on the Raven charts, how are we looking? Actually, I do want to keep the log on. Okay, so for starters, log's really easy to see what's going on these. There it is. Okay, cool. Well, for starters, we're still above the 200. No, we're not. I take that back. That's 3-day. What am I looking at? 3-day? Weekly? There it is, weekly. So we're still above the weekly. Your Facebook link on YouTube brings to a League of Legends creator? What? That's really weird. So my brother is a League of Legends content creator. So make that very clear. So maybe I might have forgotten. I may actually be linking to the wrong page. So my brother is actually, his name is RTO on Twitch. So he's a big League of Legends streamer. And this was actually really funny. So he might actually, I might have put the wrong one on there by accident because I manage his YouTube account as well. Really funny. All right, so yeah, we have this weekly block that's been established. The log chart is on, so it doesn't look as horrible as it does normally would. But this weekly block is significant because it comes here, testing the downside, and confirms it as a weekly chart. So come up here, comes to the top side, and now we're testing it from the top side. So yeah, there you go. So wait, you know my brother? Get the hell out of here. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, RTO is my brother, man. No kidding. Like we're like, I mean, obviously we've been like best friends, but I manage his YouTube channel. I manage a lot of the different things about it. So I've been doing all that. So I got you. I'll check that out as well. Harmony for sure. Okay, so sorry, I'm getting really distracted. So we have the weekly chart of this looks really, really good, right? Because you have this breaker testing the downside, come back up, and we're testing the upside. Now, the problem you have this chart, or what I have with this chart, is that we're not bouncing. We should be bouncing from this level a lot more aggressively than we have so far. That's concerning. Now, oh, don't be sorry. Absolutely not. Now, so don't, the problem is right now is we really should have more of a reaction from this level, especially because we really don't have any support below this. If we lose this level, there's really not much support. Now, the good news is that this chart is going to follow Bitcoin's lead. And as you guys know, because I just explained it to you guys, I'm super bullish on Bitcoin. All right, I'm super bullish on Bitcoin. Okay. So yeah, and like so if we're at a high time frame support on Raven for the US dollar pairing, and Bitcoin's on a high time frame support, and Bitcoin looks really good, this makes a lot of sense. You pick it up Raven this level. Does that make sense? So let's go to the BTC pairing, see how it's looking right now as well. Raven BTC. All right, I don't know what this level was. Sorry, I don't. All right, it's a log chart. So the log chart is still there. We're still above the price action. Just like ETC, I would like it to have like actually accelerated from here and not just like flagging out. I don't like that. So the BTC pairing looks okay, but not great. Let's go to the daily. Nope, 3-day. 3-day. So the 3-day levels was currently supporting this price action. But like I was saying, man, I really needed to see some bouncing. Like this is, the longer it consolidates here, the less confidence I'm going to have on this chart. So I really want to see some bouncing. And that's my big thing on it. So let's see, what else? All right, H bar. That's what we're looking at. So H bar. Why did I circle this? Sorry, guys. Monthly? Yes. Okay, I know what I was doing. Got it. So from the high time frame, the first thing we want to look at here is this monthly block. Okay, this monthly block, and this is the BTC pairing. So we're still consolidating above this monthly block, and until we lose it, it still looks fine. All right, number one. So let's go to the lower time frame. That's what I was trying to circle on one of my charts. Get rid of that. Seems insignificant. Let's go to the 4-hour. All right, cool. So yeah, we have lost our trend line here. We have lost it, which is not okay, right? That's not healthy. However, we are above this monthly level, and we're coming into a retest of that monthly level. So which one's going to break first, the trend line or the monthly level? Personally, I think the trend line is going to break first, but we have to be very cognizant of the fact that this chart does not look good, okay? However, this is currently on major support level. That's the good news about it. Let's go to the daily. Anything else crazy here? We've already bounced twice on this level, so I don't know how much more support it's going to give us. I'm going to go ahead and double annotate this area here because it is a very significant level. Yeah, this daily level is absolutely holding as major support. Now, the more times this support gets tested, the weaker it's going to get. But overall, it's still held up pretty well. And also, the 200 moving average is actually coming in pretty close. So let's say we do break down from here. We have the 200 right here, and that should provide significant support. Let's go to the US dollar pairing on H bar. Get rid of that. What is this level? Must be a really low time frame level. Yes, it is. And it's also insignificant at this point. Ooh, we have a lot of volume on this breakdown. Okay, this is actually concerning. Like, no kidding. This is actually concerning for H-bar. Reason why is because we do have some significant volume on this breakdown. Not really what I want to see, guys. Daily, nothing. It's concerning. I'm going to say that right now. I do not like this amount of volume on this breakdown. So I really need to see it reclaim this level pretty damn quickly, honestly. Yeah, we really need to reclaim this level. Am I a long-term holder of it? Yes, I am. I'm a long-term holder of H-bar. I don't really expect myself to sell much of it anytime soon. Yeah, at that level. Now, the good news about this chart, okay, here's the good news. Impulse, corrective structure. Okay, impulse, corrective structure. This still looks on the high time frame completely fine. It's the low time frame where I'm having some issues with it. So we do have a lot of mass consolidation in this area. So we really don't have that much more we can really drop. So like overall, this chart doesn't look great. It doesn't, okay? However, this still looks like a mass impulse with consolidation movement. So how badly does it look? I mean, not too bad. We really need Bitcoin to start popping the other direction, okay? When Bitcoin starts accelerating upside, then all the coins are going to start accelerating upside. But right now, just in general, you got to go to the Bitcoin dominance chart to really see this. Right now, our alts are taking a hit, okay? Our alts are taking a hit. This keeps going up, and the alts are going to keep taking a hit until it starts reversing. Now, this was our alt season we've had. Massive drop from like 61% down to like 39%. This was our alt season. However, this does not seem like a very solid bounce or recovery on the Bitcoin dominance chart, but it is still trending upwards slowly. So this is more of like a bear flag. So once the bull market does actually start resuming again for Bitcoin, I think it's going to keep going down. Or let me rephrase it. Bitcoin is going to do good things. It's going to pop it up. And then once it starts popping up and Bitcoin starts consolidating again, alts are going to just completely dominate and catch up. So I think that our alts are going to continue taking a hit on the BTC pairing, not necessarily on the US dollar pairing. And then once Bitcoin does stabilize, our alts will start to see a massive recovery or a massive catch up. And that's when our next alt season is going to happen. That's what my expectation is right now for the market. How's DXY doing? Actually, okay. Okay. All right. So another thing you want to look at, how many Bitcoin traded versus altcoin traded? No, not how many traded. Look at market cap. Okay. So as you're probably aware, there's around $600 billion in Bitcoin right now. Cool. There's around $239 billion in Ethereum. So what it's saying is that if you take the market cap of Bitcoin against all the market cap in every single coin in existence, okay, Bitcoin would own 46.13% of it. Okay, so the more money that is in Bitcoin, the higher, let me rephrase this, the more money that's in Bitcoin relative to altcoins, the higher this chart's going to go. The more money that's in altcoins compared to Bitcoin, the lower the chart's going to go. Okay, so it's like a dominance chart. Which one's basically in charge between the two of them right now? Okay, so there's more money in the altcoin market as a whole than Bitcoin itself. Do I take tips? Of course I do, brother. Oh, you know, I really don't have any way to tip me, honestly, man. I really don't really do this for the money. I do it more for like the experience and exposure and all that good stuff. Um, yeah, I'm sure I can find something though. I don't know. Um, let's see. Honestly, man, if you just want to help share the stream, that's all I really ask, honestly, man. I really don't need the money, but I am trying to get this stream popping off though. You know what I mean? So, let's see what I got here. Bitcoin dominance. Let's see. How many Bitcoin traders, altcoin trade? H bar, yada, yada, yada. Got that. Harmony, 1. Let's do that real quick. I'll make sure to get tips hooked up on there because I haven't even considered it, honestly. So this is like a little side project I have for myself. But I mean, I'm also not, yeah, like, you know, I mean, I do it because I enjoy this stuff. I trade all the time anyways. So my brother's a big streamer and all that good stuff. So I try to trade as well, or I try to do it on stream because I know how people really do enjoy this stuff. And he enjoys it, so I was going to do it myself. All right, so 1, Harmony. Well, for starters, we have reclaimed the 200 moving average. That is a very significant reclaim. I'll say that right now. So that is very, very cool, right? So I do like this a lot, just for starters. Log chart, I don't see anything too significant. Let's see, any interaction there? You know what? I actually don't hate this interaction. I don't. Bear as a massive bull trap, got back above, we've reclaimed it. Yeah, I like this actually. So if you go over here and look at this log trend line I just made, look at the interaction we have here. We have that, we have that, we have a bull trap, another small bull trap, and now we've tested from the upside, now continuing up. No, looks fine. I actually like this. Honestly, I do. Let's go to I think Harmony looks pretty good right now. Let's go to the BTC pairing real quick. Let me see how we're doing over here. Okay. 3-day, weekly. Disgusting level of info you give. That's funny. Hey, bro, I'm giving you guys all the good information. All right, so I really try to teach you guys. I'm not really trying to just like tell you what to buy. I'm trying to give you guys information as to why I'm buying it. So I think this level, it's not very clear though. It's interesting. I don't know why it rejected here. There's not a significant reason as to why it rejected here. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why it rejected here. 3-day? There it is. Got it. Never mind. I'm good. Found it. This breaker. Right there. So what a breaker is, and just so you're on the same point, or understand what I'm talking about, a breaker is called it's a break in price action. So what that means is that, as you can see, we had the massive uptrend, right? However, it reversed. It's going down. This fight and continuation down, right? Down, a fight back, and a continuation down. The fight back creates a block, and it's going to be the opposite color of the ones around it. This means that this is the area where the bulls or the bears stepped in and really gave the other team a lot of crap, right? They resisted it really, really well. Although they lost the fight, this is an area of serious contention. So anytime you have price come back in that level, that means that you're going to have a lot of contention every time it gets there. So for instance, over here, come down here, right? You guys can see this 3-day breaker came up here, and it continued down, right? But when the price came back up here, where did it reject off of? The previous breaker. We break back above it, create that breaker again. Where did it reject off of? This 3-day breaker and this 3-day breaker. So these two levels are acting as a very, very major support resistance flip level. So I want to see that. I want to see this level get above here and continue up. That's what I really want to see. And until that happens, we have to use caution. So yeah, there we are. I think that so the Bitcoin pairing does not look that good. The US dollar pairing looks pretty damn good, honestly. And even then, this looks like a pretty solid. Yeah, I think this could still be considered a bull flag. I think it's still a bull flag. I think I like one. I think Harmony looks pretty damn good. Oh, I have no idea, man. Honestly, there are some really good examples. CELR, I think, has a good one. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll show you. I'm pretty sure this one had a good one. Yep, there you go. So this initial jump, okay, you have the massive increase, the retracement, golden pocket was what actually, because there's nothing here, right? There's nothing significant about this level. Came down here, tapped the golden pocket, had a major retracement. Now, obviously, we've retraced further since then, but this original jump up was because of the golden pocket retracement level. So we had a 88% increase off of this golden pocket region just because this area exists. Okay, and there's a ton of examples of golden pocket retracements, and not just that, but you also have what is it called, extensions as well, and extensions are also very important. So there's a lot that goes over that. I would definitely try to do some research on videos and stuff to see if you can find good examples. Where are we at on Bitcoin? Yeah, we're still doing fine. It's so funny. Let's go to the BTC pairings. Metal is taking off again today. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Nuts, guys. Absolutely nuts. All right, so let's go over here. I think I've talked about this log chart. Pretty sure I have. So Fibonacci doesn't show bullishness. That's not really what we're looking for. But what it means, though, is it gives an area. So let's explain this to you real quick. All right, so there's support and resistance, right? So you know what that is, support and resistance. Like these levels right here, right? I've drawn out. This level right here is a support resistance flop, right? Because this was a level where it showed a lot of support on the way down, okay? So the price or the price action came down here, test this level and continue back up, right? So this acted as a strong support. Just like this is a point of breakdown. And what that means is it's the last up candle before a massive downtrend. As you can see, we had a massive downtrend right here. So this level should act as a major resistance level, right? So this should act as support because it's coming from the upside. This will act as a resistance level because it's coming from the downside, right? So right now it's currently between these two levels. These are obvious to see because you have these massive blocks, right? Just like this line is obvious to see because you just draw the line and extend it out and it makes it very apparent, okay? However, Fibonacci is also a support level just like it showed before, okay? So like, this is not a good example of this. Make it very clear. I'm just going to show you, right? So from here to here, okay, if it does come down and retrace into this golden pocket region, the 0.618 to 0.65, this would be a solid support level, okay? And that's all that means, okay? It means there's nothing else showing you, just like these breakers. They don't actually, like, there's nothing incredibly important about it, but it is a good level for a support or resistance depending upon which side of the you're coming into from. How's XRP doing today? Ooh, not bad. We are having some bullishness. We are having some bullishness, actually. Why? Why are we having bullishness on this chart today? What's the reasoning? Am I missing something? I am missing something. Guess I am. All right, cool. Yeah, I think so. I think this is maybe why. I think we're actually breaking above the BTC pairing on this one. I think we actually are starting to break above it. So I think Bitcoin actually is showing some strength here. Or not Bitcoin. XRP is finally showing some strength. About damn time. All right, I've been struggling for a long time with my long-term XRP holdings. Yeah, I'll go into detail on things you guys want me to. Like, it doesn't bother me. If you have any specific questions, I'll dive into it. Look at that. This is massive. Holy hell. Which chart is this? Binance? Oh my gosh. That is disgusting. Look at this massive scam wick we have here. You see this? What is the deviation on this? 11% in the span of a single candle. Wow, look at this disgusting 15-minute candle here. That is just disgusting. Look at that massive volume too. These are just whales playing fuck games, guys. That's all it is. Whales pushing the price up, back down, pushing the price up, back down, then back up. Absolutely disgusting stuff here. Very interesting. Any other charts you guys want to look at? Oh, here, I got a good example for you. I do have a good example of a Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the total chart, okay? And I'm actually using Fibonacci retracement on this chart, give you an idea. So this is the total market cap in the entire market, okay? So right now there's $1.347 trillion in the market. And you can see how it fluctuates very quickly, right? So if you go to the weekly chart, I believe, yes, the weekly chart, you see there's no breakers here except for this, right? This is the only breaker, which means if we do get a drop, which I'm not expecting us to, but if we do get a drop, this right here is a major level that I would expect support because it is such a very clear breaker, right? However, there's another reason that you can't even see on this chart, but if you put on the Fibonacci extension or retracement tool, you can see the 0.618 to 0.65, the golden pocket region, lines up exactly with this major level. So now, if we get the total market cap to drop into this point, do you think I'd be buying? Yes, absolutely. I would be selling my house so that I could buy more at this level, okay? Because you have this massive breaker and because you have the Fibonacci, the golden ratio, this is an incredible buying opportunity if we get it. I don't think we will. However, if we do, this would be the spot I would be expecting a major bounce from. So yeah. Oh, mana, no worries, I got you. So there's an example as well that I have been using for the Fibonacci. I got you. I have mana. Ooh, we have a 10% drop today. Damn, that sucks. That is disgusting. Yep. All right. So another example of a support resistance flop, right? So like I was saying, you have this level right here. Why is this significant? Because this is the last up candle before a massive downtrend, okay? So last up candle before a massive downtrend. So it did pop down really harshly and it did retrace. However, where did it bounce from? This level right here, okay? So this right here is like the final boss, right? Until we get above this level, you have to use caution in the market. This right here, this little small block right here is my final boss for this market. 3-day. Yeah, there we are. So I like this level a lot. So, however, we're currently bouncing, or at least about to retest, the 200 moving average from the top side, which actually is a really, really strong support level, or it should be. And you guys can see it bounced once, bounced twice, fell through, right? It fell through very harshly. Once we lost the 200 moving average, that was a very massive show of weakness, and it bounced very harshly down to like 36 cents. And it has bounced pretty well. And now we're retesting the 200 from the upside. So right now, around this level, actually is a pretty damn solid level to be buying at. So yeah, I do like mana actually. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Let's go to the BTC pairing. Not too much sticking out. Okay. Breaker level, right? Breaker. Up in price, it shots it back down, continuation up. It creates a breaker. This level has acted as a lot of resistance. It came up here, tested it, failed, tested it again, failed again. So this is basically the final boss on the BTC pairing, just like the final boss is here on the US dollar. Oh, right. Yeah, right here on the US dollar pairing. So final bosses have been established. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Looks good. How's Bitcoin doing? Are we still dropping or are we done? Looks like we're still just hovering. And like I've been saying, guys, like I'm still very bullish at this region. I really am. Let's see. Yeah. And everyone on the chat right now has seen my EOS chart, right? Because that's like the big one that I'm super, super happy about, right? If you have not seen and want to see the EOS chart, tell me, all right? Mention in the chat and I'll show you guys. This right here is the the play. I really do believe that. Oh, we're popping the upside. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Link. Let's go to Link. I'm cool with that. Oof. Oh, that's KNC. All right, so Chainlink. This chart is disgusting. Like, this is horrifying how bad it is. I'm going to tell you that right now. This was a just absolutely brutal, brutal drop. All right, Linty, Jojo. Okay, I will get you guys this the EOS chart and show you why I'm so bullish on that right after this one. Okay, do not go anywhere. I promise you guys. This one is like the play. All right, so this one is EOS, and as you guys can see, it's an absolute just disgusting looking chart. It really is. I'm curious to see where the retracement came to. Yeah, see, we're even below the two. We're even below the fib ratio at this point, or below the golden pocket, and that's terrifying. Okay, I'm saying it right now. So this does not look good already. Yeah, it doesn't look good right now. So let's go ahead and dive in. Look at the weekly. Are there any breakers out here that we need to look for? This right here is a pretty good one. Okay, I do like this level. And the reason why I like this level is because you have this solid breaker level, comes down here, test it from the downside, comes back above, sort of test it from the upside, don't actually get all the way to it. However, when you come down here, it bounces off it once, bounces off it twice, right? So this right here is the major level. This is the major level for Link, all right? You do not want to see it lost. However, it's going in there for a third test of it. And furthermore, from what it looks like, no. Maybe not. Okay, maybe not, but for what it looks like, though, it's just losing strength on every one of these on the bounces. So the first bounce is very high. Second bounce was, well, not. And now we're just sort of flagging out and going in from the retest. So this chart does not look good right now. I'm telling you that right now. All right, let's go to the BTC pairing. We're also below the 200 moving average on the daily, which is never good. You guys can see how well the 200 has supported the price up. And once we lost it, it was a very, very strong loss. And then we even came back up and retested it right there just to see if we actually did lose it. And we did. And that's when the drop just completely collapsed. So for long-term viability, I don't really like the overall link chart. However, that doesn't mean you can't make money off these bounces at a minimum. Let's go to the weekly. Ooh, I like this. I like this level. And again, same thing. So this level right here, I think it makes a lot of sense. Reason why, you have the downtrend, this block, continue the, sorry, I can't talk today. This is a good breaker level. Came back up here. Now we've tested it once, tested it twice. So now for the third time, are we going to hold it? I don't know. I don't. We just don't know at this point. So that's the concerning part. So overall, man, I'm not gonna lie. I don't see too much. I don't see too much on this chart that really makes me like want to be in this position right now. So I do own some Link, not much, but I do own a little bit. But overall, I don't like this coin. All right, let's go ahead and dive in the next one. Okay, and this is EOS. This is my baby. I'm telling you guys, I think this one has the highest potential of. I think that this chart is ready to absolutely explode. And I'm going to show you exactly why. So this chart is a long time frame. This is April of 2018 when my first trend line is established, right? So this is what, 3 years ago? Yeah, 3.5 years ago, okay? EOS, 3.5 years ago. You can see we touch it again right here. And this is on the log chart, okay? We touch it once, touch it twice. So, take this out all the way out. Now we got over here, and you can see all the tests of it, and it couldn't actually get above this level. And this is like signifying that the downtrend continues to go down, etc. We finally bust above it. Okay, awesome. We're about to go to the moon, right? However, then Bitcoin utterly collapses on May 19th. It just utterly collapses, right? So we collapse as well. However, we do get a strong recovery, and we basically have just collapsed ever since then, okay? Go to the 4-hour chart, and you can see what's going on in a low time frame. We got above it once, okay? We came back down, retested, tested it again, came back, but even lower this time, or we had a higher low, and now we have busted above, had a solid 4-hour close above it. I guess we had a 4-hour there as well, but either way, we have a solid close above it, and now we're retesting it from the top side, okay? So this low time frame looks awesome. Furthermore, this daily level right here is the major breaker. And you know it's a major breaker because it is the last up candle before a massive downtrend, right? And we are currently playing around with this level. So today, if we close the daily level above this purple block right here, like, game on. This is going to absolutely explode and melt faces. Okay, I cannot stress that enough. But we have to get there first. Okay. All right, so this is the chart I was talking about, right? This is the Binance chart. Now it looks like there's really not that much room to go on here. Makes sense. There's not that much room to go. However, take off the log chart and you can see how incredible much potential there is here. This is the this right here is the actual level we've went up so far to here. So if you were to match the current Bitcoin level, 1,800%. Guys, like, this is insane. And if you don't think that it can't happen, look at something like ENJ. Okay, yes, we can retrace our previous highs. Okay, like, it's not impossible. Just like with ETC, you saw the amount of increase. We saw a 372% increase once we busted above this log chart. Same sort of thing. Okay, we have this log chart establishes a trend line. We get above the log chart trend line, we go up 372%. Okay, like, massive potential for gains. So, yep. All right, what other quotes you guys got? EOS. Okay, so EOS, I like on there. Let's go to the BTC pairing. I'll show you guys again why I like this chart. All right, so on the 4-hour chart, yeah, 4-hour chart, we have this, okay? Test, test. We've gotten above it on high volume, come down here and retested it, and now we're basically looking to get back above it, okay? So this looks really, really good right now. I'm really happy about this current movement. Now, here's my biggest issue with this chart right now. This massive weekly block is in the way, and it's terrifying, okay? Furthermore, this daily block is also in the way. So we have this right here. We'll drop a little bit. There you go. This daily block is also preventing us from going up. So those two big things right there are holding us down. And the last thing that's holding us down is this 200 moving average. We get above the 200 moving average and this daily block, it's going to absolutely explode. Like, I cannot stress it enough. And we know how much potential this chart has because it does, like, let's go back to the other EOS chart. This chart likes to just completely explode in price. Like, what did this go from? Yeah, 3,900%. What's my exit strategy for Link or for EOS? Well, assuming it breaks to the upside, right? What you want to do is you want to basically establish your main levels of weakness. Like for one of my major levels of weakness is going to be right here. This 200 weekly moving average will be a level of weakness for me. So I will be looking to get rid of some right there. Now, also what you can do is go to, I'm going to turn back on the log chart. What you can do is you can start annotating some of the major resistance levels. Go to the weekly, actually. You can annotate some of the major resistance levels. So, like, for instance, on here, I don't think I take any profit there. I like this one. Okay, that'd be an area of resistance. I think that this entire block is a major area of resistance. We've already tested this one. I don't think we're going to get... Oh, shit. There we are. All right. Resistance level right here. And basically, whenever the... it wouldn't be that much. Now, this would be a pretty hefty amount. Same thing with the 200. Are we above the 200? We are. We're above the 200 moving average, too. Damn, this does look really good. Shit, man. Like, I'd like this a lot. But you see, I mean, you look for the major areas to look for retracements. And, like, for instance, good example on this is on Ethereum BTC. Oh, Ethereum BTC. There we are. Okay. If you go over here, you'll see how much interaction we've had with our levels right here. So, like, you guys can see Ethereum BTC. It came up here and it's retraced a lot of the 2017, 2018 bull run, right? Where did we take profits at? These major breakers, like this right here, major breaker level, major breaker level, major breaker level, okay? And you can see how well they've interacted with these three breakers. It came through here, rejected off of this major breaker, came down here. Where did it find support at? This major breaker. The next one, once again, tap the major breaker. Okay, came down here, tap this major breaker, right? So it's just balancing between these two levels multiple times. All right, so these levels on the downtrend are extremely significant. How much would I sell? Also, the other thing I'm looking for is going to be retracement levels, right? So if I will go to, let's go to EOS BTC. And I'm going to go over here. I'll put a big ass Fibonacci retracement level on here. Right? So each one of these major levels, the 236, 382.5, golden ratio 0.678 or 6886, I would take off some profit at each one of these major levels as well, right? How much? A lot here. I'd probably take off like at least 30% at this level right here. I'd probably take off like another 10% here, another 10% here, like 5, 10% each one of the levels of the retracements, right? And however, when you take it off, let's say, oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna take off the magnet. All right, so these are my price levels, right? I have listed out, okay? So what you can do is on a path, okay, you come up here, you tap this level, right? You reject a little bit, you bust above. Did you sell? Yes, you sold this level right here, right? However, when it comes back down here and tests it from the downside, you can actually buy back in at this level, right? Because once you've reclaimed it and tested that support, you can buy back into it. Then you want to sell at this next level, right? And it's going to retrace a little bit. Then make it back up here, and it can't get it back above it, so you sell a little more, right? And then it comes back down here. What are you going to do? Buy some at this level because it's still a major support level, right? Come back up here, test, come back up here, you sell a little more. However, it breaks back above this time. Now, when it comes back down here, what are you going to do? You're going to rebuy. You're going to rebuy at this level again, right? So that's how you can play this. So as the price moves around, you can buy and sell at these levels. If you're testing it from the downside, you sell. Or, I'm sorry, if you tested it from the, if you're testing a higher level from the downside, you sell. However, if you're already above that level, going back into it, you can actually buy back a little bit more into this position. And that's how you play. It's called level to level. And it's a really, really cool strategy. I have quite a few videos on this stuff on my on the YouTube channel. They're not the best quality on like sound quality and things like that, but I actually have quite a bit of videos that go over like how to trade in general. I think it's called Trading 101 if I remember correctly. YouTube. Go to my channel real quick. Yeah, here we go. So playlist, go to this playlist, Trading 101. I have 10 videos on there. All right, I'm telling you guys, they're really pretty damn good. Honestly, they are, and they don't get nearly enough exposure. I don't believe so. Either way, I do go on there and I explain quite a bit on what my thought process is and how to do a lot of these things are. So I highly recommend it. And of course, like and subscribe on that crap if you haven't done so already. Dang, I'm getting some people on there. People like EOS, man. All right, let's go back to log chart. See how we're doing. 4 hour. Still just consolidating around here. Wait, where's my trend line at? Did I delete it? Oops. I did, deleted it. That's fine. We'll remake it. Let's go to my magnet here to here. That's fine. All right, I'll fix it later on really diving in there and just diving into it. Yeah, what is the 101? Yeah, they're really in depth, guys. So, all right. Have you looked at the Ethereum 4 hour? I haven't actually. Let's go ahead and check it out, man. Ooh, that's a pretty strong drop, actually. Where's Bitcoin at? All right, so Bitcoin looks like it is not having as strong of a reaction as I would hope so. Is this a lower low? This is. All right, cool. So this could be a sweep. As of right now, it's a sweep. But yeah, it doesn't look that good. Does not look too hot. Let's see. Oh, I see what you mean. It's gonna be a head and shoulders. Let me find it real quick. Head and shoulders up here, down here. Right here, right? That's what you're looking for? Head and shoulders? I don't know, man. I mean, head and shoulders really aren't like they do have significance, don't get me wrong, and it's more of a psychology thing. So, and like market psychology is an important thing that is not considered enough of. So, like think of it like this, okay? The psychology of the market. Price is going up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, we have a retracement. That's normal. That happens. And it comes down here, it hits this level, right? It rebounces. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're doing great. However, the next time it drops down, what that means is that they can't even reclaim, they can't even hold themselves at the next head and shoulders, because what you want to see in price action, something like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? And that's how you want to see a market react. However, on a head and shoulders, what that means is that this doesn't even find support at this level, and instead it goes all the way below that level. And that's whenever the psychology of the market really loses its conviction, when it breaks below this low, right? So that's the intention behind the head and shoulders as to why it's so significant. So if this head and I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so like a normal market structure should look something like this, right? For a bullish structure. But this, when this drops this far down, it loses the psychology of the market. So head and shoulders are memes. Like I get it. Like everyone talks about them, and like they do have some sort of significance. But it's the psychology of the market that's more important about it. Well, let's look at this, man. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't. Why is this volume down here? All right, cool. Well, you guys know how I trade these things, right? So what am I looking for? Volume in this breakdown. If it's a significant breakdown, we're going to have some volume. And right now, we actually have some relatively decent volume spike. Not much, but some. Oh, this is Kraken. I don't want Kraken. Yeah, I do not want Kraken. Not enough volume ever on here. So here's the first thing I'm looking at. Right now, this volume spike is weak. Okay? There is no real volume. However, bust below probably here, and I think we're going to get that volume spike. Okay? So let's see if we do get a volume spike after we bust down below here. Because right now, this low has been swept, but this low is right underneath it, and I really want to see this low get swept before we actually get that volume. Where are we at right now? Yeah, we're testing this major level. Let's go to the 4-hour. Yeah, it's not bad. 2 hours. There's a lot of support here, and that's the main thing I'm looking at right now. Like this is a major support, or it's not a major, but it is a support level. This I would consider a more significant support level, and we're still right inside of it. Because if you extend this out both directions, you can see how much significance this level has. So even though this price action happened prior to this breaker existing, there's obviously still this breaker formed because this price action was there. So this purple block, I think, is our major level. I really, really, really want to see this purple block held, or we are going to see some serious downside. Yeah. So yeah. Wow, it has a lot of historical significance too. Look, historical significance there as well. Yeah, this is a very important level. Yeah, I'm gonna say right now, I do not want this level to be lost. The more I'm looking at it, the more I really don't want this level lost. So what I want to see, okay, this is like my dream scenario right now, okay? You have this level, this low right here, and these are two lows, aren't they? Yep, a double bottom. What I want to see is I want to see this price action get to do something like this. Wait, let me find the damn thing. Where's path at? All right, I want to see it come down here. sweep this level, come back up here. All right, that's the price action I want to see on the low time frame, okay? I want to see this drop below here, sweep this low, come back up here, retest it, come back up here, get above this consolidation block we formed, come back, retest it, and then continue the upside. This is what I would be looking for in a low time frame to make myself confident that the bottom is in on this market. Because right now we're definitely in a pretty precarious spot, no doubt about that, right? How would the level be lost if it drops below that? What you're looking for is a major close below it, okay? Not just a drop, but a close. So drops happen, wicks happen. That's totally okay. The main thing you're looking for is that since this is a 4-hour level, right? This is a 4-hour candle block. I want to see what I don't want to see is it come down here, get below here, and close a 4-hour underneath this purple block. Okay? If it closes underneath there, that would be very concerning. Now, if it closes underneath there and has high volume, that's even more concerning. And that's the big thing that we're looking for. The high volume is the part where we haven't had high volume on any of this crap. I wonder. Let's see if I get a good example. Like this is a pretty decent one. I'm trying to give you an idea of like exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. All right, so I'm going to show you guys this on Ethereum. I haven't even looked at this chart before, or like in detail like this, but this is a good example. I think this is a key level. I think it's a key level. The reason why I like it as a key level is because we have a really strong buyback from the downside. Okay, so comes up here, drops below. Did this candle wick below this level? Yes, right? However, it never actually closed below it. So was it lost? No, it was not lost, right? This level had high volume, this level came into it, but did it close below it? No, it did not close below it. So because it did not close below it, we did not lose this level. So now we have accelerated the upside, but here's the main thing we're looking for here. On this massive increase in price, there is low volume. You guys see that? Low volume on this increase. This should have been the sign of the market that, oh, shit, abandon all hope, because this is low volume on this increase, okay? And then whenever it started dropping, what did we have? Higher volume, okay? Specifically, when we lost this major level right here, we had high volume and closed below it. So even though we did fight and try to get back above it, it didn't matter because we already closed below this high level. We closed below this level on high volume, and all this other stuff was lower volume. So basically, it just collapsed from there. So does that make sense, though? I hope it does. I know it's a little weird on how I explained it, but I think that makes sense. And there's other example on Bitcoin I can show you guys. Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin. I was watching this at the time, and this is a good example. So this major level right here, okay, this is a 4-hour breaker. The first person who showed this to me was actually Murfsky. Murfsky was the first one to point this major breaker out, and I was like, oh, this is a serious level. So we came up here. We have this 4-hour level, right? Comes over here, test it from the downside. Okay, did we close above it? No. Okay, come over here, test it again. Did we close above it? No. So we keep going over. Came over here, test it again. Nope. Test it again. Nope. Test, nope. Test, nope. Test, no. Fall down. We test again. Did we break above it? No, fall back below it, right? We got above it for the first time in a very long time, right? So once we got back above this level, this breaker was now officially reclaimed. This is now support. Yay, awesome, right? We're going to continue going back up. That's awesome. Okay, and we did. We had a little bit of a curvature, and we did accelerate to the upside. However, as you know, it didn't go very well. And the main reason as to why I knew this was lost is when you came back in here for this test, there was no volume on this test. This test right here was lackluster. You guys see this, a very lackluster test, and we didn't get a good reaction here, didn't get a good reaction here. There is not enough volume. So whenever we did not get any volume, this was our major show of weakness, showing that this major level that we reclaimed is not supporting the price the way it should be. And so then it just utterly collapsed. And as you can see, we had high volume on that collapse, and that was basically the start of the end for us. All right, so just give you an idea. That's how you basically look at these levels to try to understand whether or not they're going to keep going up or down. So as of right now, our hourly level is holding. The retracement. Still golden pocket, still holding. So 618 to 65. So this is our level right here. I don't want to see it get below, realistically, 32.9. Okay, gets below there, then we can be like, okay, now we're actually going to get some more of a drop. Not necessarily, man. The big thing is like, there's a lot of manipulation that happens on the price, right? So like, a lot of, it's a highly leveraged market. And as you guys can see, lots of volatility happens compared to like a stock like Walmart or something like that. Obviously, crypto as a whole is very volatile. And so there's a lot of noise that happens on here that you have to be very patient about. And patience is something that is screwing everyone over on all this massive chop we've been having, right? So all this chop, people have been getting wiped out because they've not been patient on their plays. And so it's basically a way to just ensure that you have discipline, and it's a consistent, universal, across the board way of knowing whether or not a move is legitimate or not. So I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think how I can explain this. I'm gonna do this. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So here's a good example. Okay, I'm a 4-hour daily, weekly trader, right? I trade high time frames only. I'm looking at a low time frame like today because price is dropping, but in general, I trade those higher time frames. This is a major level. Can we agree on that? This is like the massive drop. This is the area where we had high volume spike. This is the capitulation candle. This is like the level that everyone's been watching, right? And it keeps coming down in here, but it doesn't actually retest it. Okay, but I was saying for a very, very long time, the yearly open was what we need to be looking at. Give me a sec. I've been saying yearly open. Okay, this is yearly open right here. All right, so over here, so this is a capitulation candle, yearly open. Now, when we lose this capitulation candle, do you think it's reasonable? A lot of people had their shorts, or not their shorts, their stop losses for their long positions right here. Do you think that a lot of people went into their short positions right here, right? Of course, it makes sense. So So whenever you have such a very obvious level right here that people are going to be entering short positions or they're going to be closing their longs, then the whales will oftentimes force the price down, because when you're dealing with a ton of money, okay, and you're not just trying to buy like 100 Bitcoin, but I'm talking like you're trying to buy like 20,000 Bitcoin, okay? It's not like you can just go on the market and open up a position and just market buy and there you go, you're good to go, right? There's not enough people selling that many Bitcoin for you to get good prices on it. So instead, you have to manipulate the market so that people actually sell you their Bitcoin. Does that make sense? Okay. When you're trying to buy a stupid amount of an asset, you need to force the people who are holding it to sell it to you. Okay. You need to force that. So in this situation, you know, this right here is a massive, massive golden opportunity. Everyone here is expecting this to hold, right? So what they're going to do is they're going to force the price to go down with like a couple thousand Bitcoin, forcing it to go down. And once they hit this level, all these people who are going to go into a short position are going to be, when you go into a short position, what are you doing? You're selling your crypto into the market, right? If you are closing your long position, what are you doing? You are selling your crypto into the market, right? Or if you are just a panic seller and this is where you want to sell it at in case like, oh God, it's all over, right? You're going to be selling your crypto to the market. So this whales are going to then just have buy orders set right in here, right? Of all their 20,000 crypto, right? So they have buy orders for 20,000 Bitcoin right in here. Once they tap this level and everyone starts selling all their shit, who are they selling it to? All of those whales who have forced the market to get that level, right? And then as soon as they get their bids filled, what are they going to do? Push that price right back up. So they're dropping the price intentionally to activate this stop losses. And then as soon as they get all their bids filled, they no longer are pushing the price down. They're now creating positive pressure on the market and moving it right back up, right? So, and that's called a swing failure pattern, okay? A swing failure pattern. It's also called an SFP. And this right here is an SFP. And so yeah, this is a perfect example of it. So I told people for a long time, this right here is your buy zone. I'm going to go and actually find it real quick. Give me a sec. Don't go anywhere. I promise you guys. Um, 7-2. I go a lot on crypto, so obviously I post a lot. Okay, perfect. Right here, June 22nd. Okay? It's going into there. What am I saying? Let's get it over with. Sweep the capitulation candle and hold the yearly open. Okay? See where the price is at? See the date? June 22nd. Okay? June 22nd. Okay? I literally say this. Let's get it over with. Sweep the capitulation candle and hold the yearly open. I'm getting one like on this comment, all right? Like, no one's even monitoring this crap, right? And sure enough, what happens? This is the buy zone. I drew it out right there for them. This is where I want you guys to be buying your shit, okay? And it comes down here, taps it, I says, up now only, okay? And then bullish divergences in my buy zone. And then what happens? It keeps going up. And this is the bottom of the market. Okay? Like, no shit, guys. This stuff works. I promise you. Like, I totally forgot. Like, I have, like, the paper trail right here. Yeah, guys. Like this is huge. Like, it's so... If you understand how the whales, how they need to be able to purchase large amounts of Bitcoin, you'll understand that they manipulate the market so that people do go in those late short positions. They do sell their crypto because they panic sell and everything like that. If you're trying to buy 20,000 Bitcoin or, 100,000 Bitcoin or some shit, it's not like you can just have an open invitation in the market and people are going to fill that bid. You have to force them to sell you that shit. And the way to do that is to sweep these very obvious levels. Okay. And that's how this game works, guys. So they put like 1,000 Bitcoin sell wall right here, and they just keep dropping the sell wall all the way down. And if some gets bought up, they just put more in there, right? That's all they're going to do. And they're going to keep selling. Once they drop it past that, they remove that sell wall, all their bids get filled, and they push that shit right back up. Yeah, I did. CB can tell you guys, I'm no kidding. I was calling that level for weeks before it. So, what else? What are the questions you guys got? What are the major ones? Anything else? I mean, we're sort of just waiting for something to happen here. How's EOS doing? It's all right. Come on, EOS. EOS is a pain in my butt right now. Let me go in here and fix this, actually. Yeah, whenever you put these trend lines on these very high time frame charts, you have to be super, super careful and make sure they're put on there exactly right. You got to go to low time frames to make sure of it. So it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but you really have to do that. Yeah, no worries at all, brother. I do love this stuff. Make it very clear. So like, it's totally okay. I love teaching you guys. I love trying to help you guys make money and all that good stuff. So like, I'm all about it. All about it. Okay, so now we're almost back into our current price action. We are back below it. Damn it. Son of a gun. EOS, you are a pain in my butt. I really want to see you get back above this trend line and just accelerate. But this daily level is still giving us just a massive pain in the butt right now. So, I haven't eaten lunch yet. I just thought about that. Probably should. Metal's still taking off? Holy hell. Insane, guys. Absolutely insane. AVE. Yeah, go for it, brother. I'm on here all the time. That's really funny, though, you knew my brother. So, my brother on Twitch. I'm logged into his account. That's so funny. So, yeah, I'm actually on my brother's account right now, just so you know. But I think he's streaming right now. RTBro. Oh, no, it's RT. The real RTO. He changed his he changed his name. So now he's the real RTO, but he's also on Facebook. So, but that's him though. He made a brand new one. So I'm on his new account right now, getting all of his Twitch stuff taken care of. But yeah, he's on there. He has YouTube channels, all that stuff. So yeah, he's good people, man. YouTube, go to RTO. And that's why my name's RTBro, by the way. So that's the reason why. So there you go, RTO. One trick Renekton player. There's all of his videos and stuff. He also has RTO Academy. So, yep. I manage all of his back-end stuff. So all these videos and stuff I'm heavily involved in. Oh, cool. We released a video. Nice. So, yep. I'm probably going to get off for now. I'll make a video later today. I might make another, I might go live again if we do get some major movement in the market. I'm going to get some food though. Getting hungry. So, well, Linty, it's nice to see you. Roger, same thing. Michael, it's always nice to see you, brother. CB, like always, man, do appreciate it. I know Ivan's in here. Thank you guys so much. Jojo, if you're still here, I appreciate it, guys. I really, really do. I'm going to go ahead and get off though. Stay safe in the market. Obviously, we still have a lot of uncertainty in the market, but I'm really not concerned. I'm really not. So be patient, be safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. So, deuces, boys.